Marj from Ahmed Al Maghribi. What's all the hype about? Let's talk about it. Hello, my name is Nixon Dice and you're watching Smelly Cat. First of all, thank you for taking time out of your day to come spend time with me and watch this review. Sorry if I look a little scruffy today, but I'm just feeling a little under the weather. But I'm really excited about this review, so I'm here. Now, I don't really like asking you to like and subscribe right at the start of the video, but you know what, it really works, and I'm this close to reaching 30,000 subscribers, which was a personal milestone for me. So if you are enjoying the content, and no compulsions, if you're enjoying the content and you like these reviews that I'm doing, do consider liking and also subscribing. You know what we're here to discuss today. It's Marj by Ahmed Al Maghribi. Marj means meadow in Arabic. It's actually a new release by Ahmed Al Maghribi that turned out to become their top seller, and in fact, as I make this video today, it is out of stock, but I'm sure by the time I upload the video, they'll be back in stock. This is a wonderful release by Ahmed Al Maghribi. I'll get to what it smells like, but first let's have a quick look at the presentation. It comes in this plain white box, which is a sleeve actually, inside which the actual box rests. It's cylindrical in shape. It's this desert sand color. Looks great and feels really good. It's a soft velvet touch. Will make a good impression, a good first impression if this is gifted to someone. It has the name of the fragrance in Arabic and English. It's an eau de parfum, which is 2.2 fluid ounces or 60 ml. On top, you have the name of the house, Ahmed Al Maghribi, along with their logo. Inside is this peculiar bottle, I would say, that looks like it takes its inspiration from a shuttlecock for the bottom and a poppy seed pod for the top. The cap carries the same color and feel, the texture of the box outside, and again you have the Ahmed logo on top. This is a matter of taste really. Some might find it odd, others might find it quite fancy. Now, although the bottle looks like it's made for a women's fragrance, I can assure you that this is quite a unisex scent. Yes, the opening is a little feminine, but then it turns into a more unisex scent. I'll get into more details with that. Now, at the time of making this video, I couldn't find the official notes from Ahmed Al Maghribi for this because it was sold out and the page was taken down from their website. But I'll rely on my nose, and hopefully my nose catches at least some of those notes. The most prominent notes for me are citrus, saffron, apple and strawberries or some sort of berries as the top notes, seawater, something aquatic or maybe calon, along with white florals and rose as the middle notes. There's also a hint of spice over there, so maybe nutmeg or light spicy accords. And it's got what I think is a very Middle Eastern styled musk and a honeyed amber, sweet honeyed amber and oud, and also quite late in the Drydown. And this is something I noticed after a few times of wearing it. I think there's patchouli and leather. Now, these are in no way the official notes. I could be completely off, but just after wearing them a few times, testing it every day, this is what it feels like in my head, and this is the way I think it has been constructed. It's a fragrance that has so many layers, and every time you smell it, there's something new and interesting in it. It develops over time, going from sweet and fresh to watery floral to an amber woody scent. The opening is sweet and fruity, and berries, which I think are strawberries, dominates that sweetness. And the citrus here just plays more of a supporting role. So the citrus is not very fresh or strong. It's a little light again on the sweeter side, just there to balance the sweetness. If you want to imagine the opening of the scent, think of the opening of YSL Mont Paris. Sugary fruits, light citrus, and Calon, that watermelon melony feel. Now, I'm not saying that the opening is exactly like Mont Paris, but it's just to give you an idea of how this opening smells like if you don't have the chance to try this. After a few minutes, there's a gentle green piney feel, like a pine, fresh pine feel in this one. Which you'll also start noticing the white florals becoming a little stronger, and to me it's especially the the jasmine and orange blossom. And the orange blossom is what I think gives this fragrance a bubblegummy feel. After this, an elegant Middle Eastern style musk and Middle Eastern style amber, sweet amber, takes over the fragrance. The oud here is not strong, not medicinal, not fecal, not barnyardish. It gives it a light incense-like sweet woodiness, but it's mostly the musk and amber for a lot of the fragrance journey that is doing its thing in this fragrance. Very late in the dry down, you're left with this incomprehensible sweetness that sits gently on top of patchouli and leather. And patchouli and leather are the two notes in this one that are very subtly done and doesn't overpower anything. It's there in the background. It's there as the base, but everything is constructed over this patchouli and the leather. And I had to wear it, like I said earlier, I had to wear it a couple of times to actually realize that there is a very subtle patchouli leather in the dry down of this one. Now, if you're wondering where's the saffron that I mentioned at the start, it's actually there all throughout the fragrance, right from the time you spray it to the time it dries down completely. But you'll never think of this as a saffron forward scent or a saffron scent. Saffron is there all throughout, but it does its work silently in the background, but it still lingers. I realized I forgot to show you how the sprayer on this one, it's one of those mist-like sprayers. So quickly I'll just show you that. And now my house is gonna smell, or at least this room is gonna smell of this for quite a few hours, at least till the end of the day. This is how it sprays. I actually find this to be quite an enjoyable fragrance to wear because there's so much going on, and there's never a dull moment with it. It's so unique, and I personally feel that it's not a clone of anything or anything that I've come across. At least the closest thing this comes to, according to me, is, and purely just to give you an idea of the kind of scent this is, it doesn't smell exactly like the scent I'm talking about. Just the style that it's created in. The one that comes to mind is Bahar by Spirit of Dubai. That fruity, fresh opening, floral, aquatic mids, and that sweet, woody, leather-like Drydown. Now, since this is unique, I would say, and I'm being very honest here, I would say that this would not be everyone's cup of tea. I won't say this is polarizing because it does get noticed and it does get compliments, but I would say that this is not a safe blind buy. I always say don't blind buy, but with this one I would say be extra cautious and do your research if you don't get to try this one before you're planning on buying a bottle. Up close, especially on your skin, this is a little overwhelming, and that's because it's so strong. But in the air, man, in the air, this fragrance really shines. If someone around you is wearing this fragrance, you are instantly drawn to it. You're intrigued, you want to know what that person's wearing, and you will notice it. I personally avoid using this on my neck or my chest or anywhere close to my nose like I said, because this is so strong. So I go a little lower down. I use it on my wrists, or lower down on my shirt, and that's because you don't go nose blind to this. For the entire scent journey, it's constantly there, and that could get too much. So I avoid spraying it anywhere close to my nose. I keep it on my wrists, a little lower down if I'm having it on my shirt, because this is really long lasting. It lasts on my skin more than 12 to 14 hours, I would say, easily. And not only does it last, it projects quite well. In the first 3 to 4 hours, the projection of this one is amazing, and the sillage of this one is monstrous. You're going to leave a scent trail behind everywhere you go. I'll tell you about a little incident. So it's Friday night. My wife and I are already dressed up to go out. I have to send this urgent email. So I open my MacBook, and then my wife, I'm sending out the email, and my wife decides to make this her scent of the night. So she sprays a few sprays, maybe 3 or 4, and I think a couple of drops, not even drops, what's smaller than drops, droplets, like this mist just, I think, falls on the MacBook. While I was sending the email out, I shut my MacBook, put it in the bag, and we go enjoy our night out. The weekend is over. It's Saturday goes, Sunday goes. It's Monday morning. I take my bag, go to office, and I open my MacBook, and I'm hit with the fragrance. I'm hit with Marj early in the morning on a Monday. And I didn't even spray it, and it was so strong. It lasted a few hours after that. I could still smell, Marj, and this is with the little droplets on my MacBook. So yeah, what I'm getting at is that this is a strong fragrance. So I go maximum 4 to 5 sprays of this one. It's got long sprays, I know, but 4 to 5 of this and you're sorted. And as you know, like I said, it comes in a 60 ml bottle, and at that rate, I think this is going to last forever. Here in Dubai, it's 150 dirhams for the 60 ml, and I think in India you should be able to find it for around 3,500 rupees, which I think is an amazing price for this. So pros and cons. Pros, I would say, is it's unique, it's unisex, it can be worn all year round, so you don't have to stick to wearing it in colder weathers, even though it's a very sweet, ambery sweet scent. It's got aquatic elements or floral elements that will help it work even in summers. It's long lasting, it projects really well. People will definitely notice it on you and around you. It does get compliments, and it's not very expensive, and it smells expensive. What am I doing this for? Sorry, 5 points I think over there. It's not very expensive, but it smells expensive. And the cons are, and this time I want to bring my stubby fingers into the frame. The cons are that it's not very versatile. It's not a casual scent. Some people might find the opening a little too feminine, and the floral elements of the scent could feel like it's a little too feminine for some, even after the opening. It's not going to be everyone's style, and finally, although it's great in the air and will turn heads, definitely will turn heads, although it does this, it's also a little difficult to wear personally, and that's why I wear it a little lower down. And if you don't appreciate complex scents, you might end up not liking this. It is a little tough to wear in the air, much better than when you smell it up close. It's a little overwhelming, it's a little too much. So that's another con, I would think. Alright, hope I've answered all your questions about this one. Again, I'm really sorry for just being a little shabby or scruffy today, but I'm not feeling too well. But I was really excited about this one. I really wanted to share my views with you. If you still have questions about this, feel free to ask me in the comments. Make sure you like, Share this video with people you think will be interested, and if you haven't subscribed yet, do consider subscribing. And until next time, keep smelling amazing.